show them the film you made. It's great.
Oh, I'd love to see it.
It's just a short film.
Your mother would like to see it.
Okay. Well, we had to make a 3-minute film about something we love.
Okay, wait, did you try it? Turn it on. Do something for it. All right. It's gone. It's done.
I have to admit, this is impressive. The gay banner is well hung.
How clever is my new campaign manager, suggesting that I have this impromptu party right here at La Boulée.
Guess who's coming for breakfast? Gay people!
You could still be my campaign manager.
I told you, I will not play gay for pay.
You're just reinforcing my decision to replace you as my campaign manager. Amelia is willing to go the distance for me. The time is now ripe to steal the gay and liberal votes. I mean, if Amelia's plans go smoothly, Dorian Kramer Lord will be Mayor Lord. Yes, she can.
Save it for the podium. Listen up. There's something about Amelia.
Damn, girl, you work fast.
No. Tell me what you did and how you did it.
It all just fell into place.
Remind me to take you with me on my next kamikaze mission.
Oh, you're awfully casual.
Jedi mind trick. Takes the pressure off. Look, you sure you're up for this?
No. We waited long enough. We're ready to strike now.
Good. Just remember, if we're gonna pull this thing off, no one can know I'm involved.
Promise you everything is gonna be okay.
Now I haven't lied to you.
What do you mean? You've been lying to me about what?
I want to believe in Jared's innocence with all my heart, but I'm telling you, that's all I've got to go on because, I mean, the fact is, I barely even know my own son until we reconnected here in Landview. Jared and I were practically strangers.
Hey, Vicky, where's Natalie?
Natalie's with her husband. Why?
Is Taya with them?
No. Natalie couldn't find Taya. I figured you guys had gone on a honeymoon.
Yeah.
Why? Is something wrong? What happened?
I just found out that my lovely bride has been keeping a whopper of a secret from me.
How do I know what it's like to have a child? Because I have one.
You have a child? Well. I guess we've gotten to the bottom of Taya Delgado's deep, dark little secret, haven't we?
Masquerading as suspicion, or do you really have valid concerns about Amelia?
I don't do envy.
Okay, I've got a question for you. Do you do homophobia? Because that's exactly what this is looking like.
Are you kidding me? The thought of you and Amelia up late hours going over hot and steamy campaign strategy?
That's enough of that.
As arousing as that might be, I have my suspicions about her.
Would you care to divulge?
You would think, as underhanded and devious as you and I have been all of our lives, you'd start seeing the signs.
I had her resume vetted. She's everything that she claims to be, a great fundraiser, a go-getter, and she's gay. Like, it's exactly what I need from my campaign manager. Besides, what subversive activities can she be up to when she is working on my behalf 24/7?
I don't know. I'm keeping my eye on her.
Fine. I'm gonna go check my hair and makeup. The homosexuals are about to arrive. Hello? Make sure we have lots of mojitos.
Relax. No one will know you're involved.
And Dorian Lord has no idea we're targeting her.
None. I'm ready to pull the trigger. Are you?
Yeah, I wish there was another way. I mean, I'm not exactly a militant extremist type.
Oh, just remind yourself it's for a higher cause.
Look, you better get going.
Wish me luck.
Be strong.
I'm always strong.
Hey, Nick, right?
Yeah, Oliver.
So, what's going on?
Jared, tell me what's going on.
Those calls. They were made to my phone.
The ones that you were supposedly getting from the dead guy?
Those calls. They...
Don't stop on my account. What about those phone calls?
Mr. Banks. Yeah. William Sheridan. Your daughter-in-law called me about representing your son.
Yeah, of course. Vicky, if you could...
No, I'll wait right here. You go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
Okay.
What happened?
Well, my marriage is over.
What?
Yeah, it's kaput. It's over before it even started, literally. Apparently, Taya's not even legally my wife.
What do you mean?
She already has a husband. This guy named Ross Rayburn, who actually did some work for me before.
Did Taya tell you this?
No.
Who did?
Blair. And I just confirmed that Taya and Rayburn got married in Tahiti, and it's still current on... What?
It's got to be a mistake.
Yeah, the mistake was falling in love with her again, apparently.
Now, come on, this can't be right. Taya's a lawyer. Bigamy is against the law. She would never knowingly be married to two men at the same time.
Yeah, she did give me some crap about it. How she thought she was divorced, but...
Well, then that explains it, doesn't it?
But then why would she never mention the ex-husband from the first place?
Because you're a crazy, jealous person, and I'm sure she was afraid of how you were going to react, even though the relationship is obviously over.
No, she knew that I had changed, and she still didn't trust me. I mean, listen, if she's willing to hide things like a marriage from me, what else is she hiding?
Bouncing baby boy? Baby girl?
That's not what I meant.
That is a big secret.
No. You've got it all wrong.
Really? No, I think I heard you pretty clearly. You know what it's like to love a child because you have one.
Yeah, I actually have 3 Todd's children. Star, Jack, and
Don't you
Sam.
dare, Taya.
I couldn't love those kids anymore if they were my own flesh and blood. Well, I don't care what you believe. That's the truth. I'm out of here.
I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
I think I better drive Star and Hope home. Hey, you ready?
Hope is sleeping so peacefully right now. I don't want to move her. And I don't think we should have been in Langston right now.
What you were just watching was...
Pornography. We know what that was. We weren't born last night.
Mijo, what are you doing?
I took everything I had to accept that you and your girlfriend were defying everything you were taught to believe in.
Papi, that's not what it was.
But you throw it in my face this way.
It was an accident. I thought I erased it.
Then why was it done in the first place? I thought you loved and respected this girl.
I do.
He does. We didn't even know the camera was on. We just...
I thought that you both took what you were doing seriously.
To make a mockery of making
As if it's a game.
The most sacred and intimate connection between two people. How could you do this to yourself, to the woman that you claim to love?
I do love her. Ma, it was an accident.
Come, Aurelia.
I'm never gonna forgive him for this.
We tried to do the right thing. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said of our son.
Wait. You haven't heard the news. Langston's pregnant.
It was real.
I was just grabbing a bite to eat.
Alone?
I I guess what you're asking is, am I meeting Kyle here?
No, I was actually hoping that we could talk. We sort of got off on the wrong foot.
No, it's okay. I mean, you and Kyle have history, but that's all worked out now, right? Okay, look, forget about it. We're cool.
Are you sure? I mean...
No, I'm sure. Look, I should be going anyway. Dorian Lord is throwing this reception for the Landview Gay and Lesbian Alliance. I'm meeting Kyle there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're pressing the mayoral candidates on their stance on gay rights issues.
The candidates? Wow.
You should come.
Me?
Yeah, you. Kyle will be there. All the power gays of Landview. Look, at the very least, it'll be great for networking.
Power gays?
Look, I'll just put your name on the list. All you have to do is show up.
Well, maybe I will.
I hope you do. Later.
Good morning. Dory.
Good morning, Amelia.
Good morning. It's all arranged. The board from the LGLA are on their way as we speak.
Excellent.
And I hope you don't mind, but since we are all here, I sent an invite to all the other left of center organization reps, and they'll all be here as well.
Wow, that's really wonderful.
What other organizations will be represented?
Well, they include the Association for Racial Opportunity.
Association for Racial Opportunity. Afro?
And the Congress of Women.
Cow?
This is exactly the kind of initiative this campaign needs. When these various groups find out how much I have embraced equal opportunity for all, they're sure to pledge their votes to me.
Not necessarily. Vicky supporters have been burning out the blogosphere, urging voters to check out the candidates based on their merits and experience.
Yeah, that sounds very 2000 and late.
I thought you said that Vicky's polls had plummeted.
You mean the news about her son-in-law's arrest? That was just a blip. According to today's online blog, her numbers could be rising again very soon.
What? How is that possible? But there was a dead body found on Vicky's terrace, and her son-in-law is the murderer.
Well, in the face of family tragedy, Vicky could emerge even more popular than before.
What can I do?
Well, No, that's just too risky.
Tell me.
Okay. But it's a long shot.
Well, Jared was just saying what he's been saying all along, which is he doesn't know who or why someone's making phone calls to him that he's never met.
Interesting. Well, I have a few more questions for Jared.
Okay, go ahead.
Natalie.
I'm not going anywhere.
Natalie.
I'm his wife.
It's okay, really. I'll be okay.
Don't let him railroad you.
I won't. Okay, let's get this over with. What do you want to know? This is a list of visitors Wayne Landers had in prison from the time of your release.
If my name's on that list, it's a crock. I didn't know the guy, I never visited the guy, and I sure as hell didn't step foot back in that hellhole after I was released. I made a promise that I wouldn't go back there, ever, and I intend to keep it.
Good. Now look at the list and let me know if you recognize any of the names.
So my son hasn't formally been charged with murder. And that's good, right?
Well, they can hold him for a while without charging him.
Oh, yeah, so they still could? Look, if my son has done something that is in
I'm sorry. You and I can't have that conversation if we're going to help him.
Right, of course, yeah.
So what did Taya tell you about this previous marriage? You did let her explain, didn't you?
Why are you defending her?
I'm not defending her. I'm asking you a question.
And the other thing is, you didn't act very surprised when I told you about this. Did she tell you?
No, she did not tell me. She said she had something she needed to tell you, but not what it was.
Well, that's your cue to come to me about it.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't operate that way. She confided something in me. I encouraged her to tell you, and she said she wanted to. Come on, she was very troubled.
I imagine bigamy's very troubling.
Todd, she wanted to tell you everything. I know that. She probably just wanted to wait till your wedding night was over so it would be perfect, because for Pete's sake, she loves you.
And this is how you show someone you love them?
Is this? You're not even giving her a chance to explain.
God, I don't need another one of your lectures. I'm just gonna find her.
And what do you intend to do when you find her?
Move, Blair, I'm warning you. Make me, bitch.
Looky, it's Todd. Give me that.
Maybe I should answer it. Tell him about the nice little conversation that we're having, huh? Don't think so.
What the hell is your problem? Huh? You've already ruined my marriage. What more do you want from me?
I want the whole story, Taya. I find your little secret husband. I'll find that secret child, too. And if you don't tell me everything, I'll find somebody who will.
Nope.
Look again. Someone might have used an assumed name.
Oh, someone like me.
You're not helping yourself by acting like this.
What do you want me to do?
You're hiding something. You know it and I know it. The way I see it, you got two choices. You tell me your story and I do what I can to help you. Or you keep it to yourself and it keeps your company in prison.
Don't say another word, Mr. Banks.
Jared, this is William Sheridan. Natalie hired him to represent you.
I'll need to confer with my client in private.
Good luck.
You know, Vicky, you don't have to wait here for me.
Oh, come on. There is nowhere else that I want to be.
If you want me to help you, you're going to have to be completely honest with me. Did you kill Wayne Landers?
I thought your big idea was to host this shindig for the gays in the media.
Well, I'm afraid that is just not enough anymore.
But this whole affair cannot be for naught.
Hey, you. Glad you can make it.
Yeah, it's good.
Can I get you something? Coffee, tea, OJ?
Oh, you know, coffee'd be great.
Come right up.
Thanks. Hey. Hey. I had no idea you'd be coming to this thing. This is great.
I think Nick's planning to assassinate Dorian Lord.
You're perceived as left of Lowell, but significantly right of Vicky. Hiring a lesbian for your campaign is just not a strong enough statement.
I cannot lose to Vicky.
How far are you willing to go to win?
How far do I need to go?
Langston is pregnant?
You're pregnant.
No. Star, tell them.
Langston was afraid to tell anyone, but she is pregnant. And she has decided to give the baby up for adoption when it's born.
What?
You're giving it up?
Our grandchild? We're pregnant?
No, Langston, please. Please don't do that.
If you're Marco not ready, we will raise this child.
Stop. I am not pregnant. It's true, she's not.
Thank you.
Then why would you say something
Because
like...
you were acting like that tape was the end of the world. That it was the worst thing that could ever happen. And then I told you something. Something that made you forget all about that tape. Something serious. Something that my parents had to deal with.
And my mom, too.
And it's true. You shouldn't have had to see that tape. But it's not the worst thing that could happen. Langston and Marco are not pregnant, and they are both caring and responsible people, and I think that that's a really good thing.
Mommy, Papi, I'm still so blown away that you're trying to accept me and Langston, and I'm so sorry that you had to see
you know. But it really was an accident, and I'd hate to see it ruin everything we worked so hard to get back.
I'm willing to forget that any of this ever happened.
Are we going to have that meal you promised, or what?
Star, hey.
Dad, what's wrong?
Have you seen Taya?
Not since the wedding. Why?
Okay, I threw her out, and I haven't seen her since I threw her out last night.
You threw your wife out the day after you married her?
There are no depths low enough for you, Blair, but there is nothing to find, so you won't find anything.
Oh, yeah, you've
okay?
been saying that for, forever. But you know, I started thinking last couple of days about your secret. I mean, a secret marriage, that's not something you feel like you need to get off your chest if you knew that you were dying, but a child? Wow. Now that one, yeah, you're right. That's a doozy. That is something that you would probably want to tell me, that you had a kid if you knew that you were dying.
You have quite a vivid imagination, Blair. That's all I can say.
Oh, well, you're kind of nervous. I know you don't want me digging.
Wait, you are a hateful, obsessive shrew. Of course I don't want you digging around in my life.
Don't put this off on me. You're the one lying about who you are and what you are. You're somebody else's wife. You're some poor child's mother.
You don't have any idea what you're talking about, okay?
Oh, yeah, well, you know, maybe I can hire a PI. Or, better yet, I can talk to Ross, because he did say that there was, you know, some things that I didn't know. I didn't know the whole truth.
What did Ross tell you? What did he tell you?
Well, he told me that you two weren't alone down in Tahiti. And he did mention something about a family. You know, I'm just shocked that I didn't put it, you know, two and two together when he showed me those photos.
That bastard showed you pictures of my child?
Gotcha. There are no photos. But I definitely know that there's a child. So why don't you admit it, Taya? Admit it, you coward!
All right, Blair, I admit it. I'm a mother, okay?
You're in office. You'll do the right thing. Starting first with me and my partner.
Oh, it would be an honor to marry you and your partner. However, I cannot disregard the current law.
Yes, you can. That's the whole point. The law that stands right now is unjust, and you could challenge it from a position of power.
I absolutely see how this is good for you and your cause, but I don't see how this is any good for my favorite ex-wife, unless you're trying to help Dorian out of a job and into a jail cell.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about this.
There's no time. Dorian, we may never have an opportunity like this ever again.
It could generate a lot of publicity on a national level.
Oh, it would absolutely make national news, because you would be one of only two mayors in the history of our nation that was courageous enough to take this stand.
Or she would be an also-ran who tanked her campaign on a single issue.
Amelia, would you be kind enough to give us a few moments alone?
Of course, but the news cameras are set to roll on the hour. We don't have much time.
You're not seriously considering doing this, are you?
You heard, Amelia? Vicky's poll numbers are on the rise. I have to do something to trump her. This could be it.
Or this could also be the thing that crashes and burns your entire campaign.
No guts, no glory, David. If I do this, there's nothing Vicky can do that can top it.
But would you just listen?
Are you out of your mind?
Hear me out.
Assassination?
I know how that sounds, but
Okay, look, you and I were a lifetime ago. Okay, I know you may think that you still have feelings for me, but this is over. Making up ridiculous stuff about my boyfriend is not going to change any of that.
Oh, come on, that's not what this is about. Okay, I actually overheard Nick talking with that woman right there about some secret plan, something about targeting Dorian and pulling the trigger, and something about militant extremists.
That's insane.
Is it?
Are
we all set?
Everything looks good.
What happened with you and Taya, Dad? What did you do?
Now, see, there you go. Why do you assume that it was my fault? I didn't do anything wrong. It was Taya's fault.
It was Taya's fault? You threw her out?
Yeah, your mom told me something about her, and I got a little mad.
And you overreacted, like you usually do?
Well, I just need to find her.
Does Taya know that Mom was the one who told you whatever it is you got mad at her for?
Yeah, why?
Okay, well, if I know Taya, then she's probably having it out with Mom right now.
Hey, you know, I bet you're right. You're a pretty smart kid.
Shortly after Ross and I were rescued, I found out I was pregnant. Ross immediately wanted to do the right thing by me and by the child, so we got married, and we were happy for a number of years. Till we weren't, you know what that's like. Anyway, now you know. I'm out of here.
No. Not only did you abandon the man that tried to do right by you, but you also abandoned your own child.
You don't know anything about it.
Oh, I know that you've been gallivanting all around the world, pretending to be somebody else for the last year, pretending to be footloose and fancy-free. You didn't even tell anybody that you had a child. Hell, I can't go 15 minutes without talking about my child. You never even mentioned it to the man that you said that you loved. Only a person without a heart could pretend that they didn't have a child, if they didn't exist. I'll tell you, you're not a mother. You're a monster.
Where the hell did you get off? You flew off to Tahiti and your own daughter almost got killed.
If I had known that Star was in any kind of danger, I never
No, but you didn't know because you're too obsessed with Todd to care.
I might not be perfect, Taya, but at least I am there for my children. That's right. Where's your kid, anyway, while you're gallivanting all over the world with Ross?
Okay,
huh?
just get out of my way.
No,
get out of my way.
No. I want to know why this is such a big secret. Why are you so terrified to tell Todd that you were married to Ross and that you had a kid? Huh? What is it? What is it about it? Were you afraid that he wasn't going to marry you because you were having a kid by another man? Is that it?
Oh, you don't understand.
Oh, I understand so much, Taya. Todd left the island and Ross knocked you up.
What are you doing here?
Have you seen Blair?
Dorian patted the crowd with friendlies. I'm sure she's here somewhere.
I'm a cop, and if I think that your boyfriend is planning some kind of a hit, then I have to investigate. I wanted to warn you.
Hey, Oliver, you made it. How cool is that?
Ladies and gentlemen, I now give you Dr. Dorian Kramer Lord.
Thank you. Thank you. It's so good to see you all here. I know it's short notice. And I want to thank you for joining me in supporting the rights of all Americans, including gay Americans. If I am given the honor of being Landview's next mayor, I promise you that I will fight discrimination. It will not be tolerated. And that is not, even though it's written right here on the card, political rhetoric. I intend to live by what I say. And now I want to introduce you to somebody who exemplifies that. My new campaign manager, Ms. Amelia Bennett.
Thank you, Dr. Lord. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I just want to say that my candidate doesn't just talk the talk, she walks the walk. Now here I am, her top advisor, an African American and a gay American who intends to marry her partner, a woman, as soon as possible. And with Dr. Lord as our mayor, we will have that right. But you didn't come here to listen to me talk. So once again, I give you Dr. Lord, our future mayor, with an historic announcement.
Everything I just told you is confidential, correct?
Well, I'm prevented by law from sharing it with anyone.
Good. Because no one else can find out.
Want to continue this conversation, you'll have to do it from the cell.
Are you charging him?
We have the right to hold him for 48 hours, and you know it.
Oh my God. It's a secret that you didn't want to tell me when you thought.
Stop this right now, okay? Stop it right now.
Your child isn't Ross's. But it's Todd's.
No, that is not true.
That's the big secret. And Todd has to know it.
I'm sorry. Let's go.
You're starting to doubt him, aren't you?
No. No, not at all.
In my forthcoming campaign, my plan is...
To exploit the sexuality of your campaign manager?
Excuse me? I most certainly would never exploit anyone. I truly do believe in this cause.
The first time it's come up in your campaign. Why?
Why? I'm glad you asked me that question. Because I believe in this with all my heart and soul, and I will not rest until my gay and lesbian brothers and sisters have achieved equal rights under the law. And I intend to prove that.
Do you guys mind if I turn on the TV? I promised Dorian I'd watch her on the news.
Dorian's going to be on the news. What is she doing now?
She's hosting a function for civil rights. I would love for you guys to see this side of my mom. She can be pretty righteous.
By all means.
So what your parents saw earlier, they better love whatever's on that screen.
Elected mayor, I will show this community the proof of my intention.
Isn't this just another empty campaign promise?
I would think that my word is good for something in this town.
Dr. Lord, the gay and lesbian community needs more than your word.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hire gays, but is there a policy here?
How would you tackle anti-gay discrimination in Landview?
We are all passionate about this particular subject, but please just listen to what Dr. Lord has to say.
I truly do believe in the right that my campaign manager has to marry the person that she loves.
You still haven't proven your commitment to gay rights.
Dorian.
You're all talk.
Yeah.
This is a stunt.
It is most certainly not a stunt. I mean what I'm saying with all my heart and soul. Amelia. I want to announce that Ms. Amelia Bennett is not just my new campaign manager. She is my partner. She is my fiancée.
The hell are you, Blair?
You had a child with Todd Manning and you kept it from him? That is a mistake of your life. He's gonna know about it.
No, you can't tell.
Let go! I mean, you try and stop.
Don't go.